What is up, everybody? And I'm going through Iowa City, Iowa. Oh, flipped it twice. Let's see if we can get it again. Iowa City, Iowa. Never been through here. I figured, since we're just driving through, I'd give everybody just a quick little tour of what I would assume is the biggest city in Iowa. But maybe Sioux City's bigger. I doubt it. It didn't look bigger. This looks a lot bigger to me than Sioux City. But I'll tell you what, lots of cornfields around these parts, guys. Okay, lots of cornfields. Like you can already see, looks like we're going to be like just driving right over the bridge and through the city, and we're out of it. And a bunch of scenery and a bunch of trees, maybe some suburbs, nice little area. I can see myself in Iowa. I wasn't planning on Iowa, but it doesn't look like we're going to do North Dakota on the trip. It looks like, I don't know. What do you guys think? Where should I go after Iowa? I'm probably going to stay here through Sunday, take off Monday morning. What is the next state? You guys are looking at basically the main drag driving through Iowa City, and it's over. Not a lot, right? I think we're over it already. St. Louis was bigger than this, and St. Louis wasn't huge. I'd say even Cleveland was bigger than this. Maybe even Albany. I don't know. Albany's not huge either, by the way. Okay, let's see. Try and see both Dakotas. I did South Dakota a lot, and I dug it a lot. South Dakota, I don't know, man. It's on the list right now. Missouri's top of the list, but then if South Dakota decriminalizes marijuana and makes that a business opportunity, that might be actually the place to be. I don't want to quit doing this, but YouTube could pull me at any moment. And on the regular is that if I had another business and I know how to run a bar, right? And I know how to run a pizza place, and apparently gambling there is legal. And if they legalized marijuana, why couldn't I have the coolest bar, pizza shop, marijuana dispensary around, right? With all the technology stuff that I know, you could eat, you could drink, you could smoke, you could hang out. It'd be pretty neat. I don't know if that's on the actual agenda, but it's something I would definitely think about. I see, because I also like entertainment. I think it's important that here we're coming up over another bend. So you just saw we went through Iowa City, and now there we go. There's a little bit more of it, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, that's kind of like the go get to all the restaurants kind of district. Factories. Looks like we're going through Mount Vernon. Certain things look closed. We're still very much in Iowa City. And maybe, just being outside a small to mid-sized city is enough, And then, find a college outside of a small to mid-sized city and open up my bar and fun. Honestly, I'd love to take the Burmis Brigade to the next level. I'd love to be on the talk radio like we've discussed, be an adjunct professor, teach people how to produce content on a very, very small budget like I was talking about earlier. I bought myself a laptop. A lot of the equipment you saw, I'd gotten either at Salvation Army or Mercari, buying it secondhand, etc. And anybody can be a broadcaster at this point, I'll admit I'm not in love with the video quality of my face and some of the green screen effects all the time, right? It seems like it's better at home because I have more of a light set, but I'm driving a Ford Fiesta, guys. I easily pack my equipment. If I had to, I could easily put 2 passengers in here too, say if I needed to give somebody a ride somewhere. And I can keep stacking up equipment. So just so everybody knows, that was it. We're 4-minute, 52-second video, and it looks like we are almost completely out of Iowa City. But the planet is overpopulated. You know what else I haven't seen in Iowa so far driving through? Anybody wearing a mask in their car. which is maddening to me. I mean, the idea that you've been trained so well that you think wearing a mask in a car, or you're not like just itching to take it off as soon as you leave some establishment that wants you to wear it. Come on. And I was listening to the radio in between this and the vaccine trials short ride video that I did. And what did I hear? That 21,000 plus cases in Iowa. But that sounds like total since this started. So exactly how many current cases are to qualify for the Cuomo quarantine list? 19 states and more than half of the physical population of this country. Let's see, we're hitting maybe some other like side areas, but it doesn't look like a lot. It is 1 in 10,000 or 10 in 100,000 cases. So if there is 1 million people, all right, from 100,000 to 1 million, that only means you need 100 positives. And all of a sudden, you're quarantine sauce. What kind of world are we living in? What is going on? I'll tell you what kind of world we're living in. We're living in a world where I'm hitting the road to try to find some freedom, to find out where the freest people are. And if it turns out to be Iowa, then maybe Iowa's on the list. Because again, as long as I can get good internet, we can do this thing, period. We can kill this thing. You know, we can start another life. And you can too. I don't know where all you guys are at, but if it's too much, you know, you're living in California and New York and you see the writing on the wall, maybe it's time to relocate, because I don't see people fighting back enough. The fighting back is almost over. It's maddening. When I hear, you know, the commercials and the celebrities and the way they're talking about this and the lack of a pushback. And we've seen what the media has done to a president of the United States who usually they're nothing more than a cheerleader for. It's perplexing. It's alarming. Something else is going on here. And, you know, I've said it from the beginning, you know, this COVID-19 nonsense, coronavirus, no matter what you think, this is a global transformative event. And if you don't realize that yet, in July of 2020, then you ain't paying attention. Just straight up, you ain't paying attention. You got no clue what is really going on, because they're not even slowly eroding your freedoms. They're taking them left and right in front of your face. This isn't a slow erosion. This is a monster power grab with a soft martial law twist. Right? Old Governor Cuomo shuts down the bars again, gives the big FU to anybody trying to make a living out there. California, we are fighting, but widely bewildered by the non-humans. Well, there's plenty of them, man. And let me say this. This started well beyond politics to me. We could talk about the dumbing down tree, but I very much even saw it as a child with the plastic people I was around, with the consumerist, infotainment, celebritard culture that's been pushed on us for 30 plus years, making us into nice little consumers, worried about status symbols like sneakers, okay, and hair and bullshit. I'm not saying you don't want to look nice, you don't want to dress nice, etc., etc. But when material things became the thing, and then we worship people that were rich in reality shows like the Kardashians, what kind of a society did you think you were going to get? You thought you were going to get a well-informed one? One that refused to question 9/11 on the mass levels it knew it should have? Come on now. Come on now. So guys, I just want to say this. Thumbs this video up, subscribe, and share. The GoFundMe is in the link below. We're traveling the country. We're trying to show everybody, listen, just in probably the biggest city in Iowa. This looks like a big city to you? This looks like an overpopulated place to you? It actually looks gorgeous. Look at all that green. That's what it looks like. It looks like a great place to raise a family. But I don't know. We're going to find out. We're going to find out how the people are acting, and we're going to continue to bring it to you. Remember, tomorrow, we will be at the Mississippi Valley Fairgrounds to show you, hopefully 3,000 plus people getting ready to enjoy a sporting event. Michael Nunn versus Pat Miletich in a kickboxing event. Legend of MMA out there for all you hardcores, Jeremy Horn is also boxing. I think he's actually making his boxing debut. Pretty sure it's just a regular boxing match. There's a couple of kickboxing, there's boxing. I've got press passes. So I'm going to be right there on the front lines. I'm going to try to broadcast from within to show you just the crowd. And, again, you can get that on pay-per-view, too. Big shout-out to Monty Cox for putting it on again, because we got to get back to some kind of real normal, guys. Because what you're looking at, this is normal. People on highways is normal. Greenery, people not wearing masks, that's normal. We're not taking a new normal. So I love you guys. It's not about left or right. It's about right and wrong. And we will see you on the flip side.